when you get in school, you never really get like a class on productivity and how to have good grades and how to really like just focus effectively on things, be 100% present when you're doing your homeworks, and just nail it. Really, you don't have classes on that. It would be really nice to have classes on that actually, because really we would all perform well. Because the thing is, school is not really for smart people. School is for people that can focus on things, because if you're good at focus, you're gonna be good at school, you're gonna have good grades. And I never really had good grades because of that. I never was good at, I never had a good focus because no one ever taught me how to have a good focus. And then later, in my later years, I entered like college, and I started to be more interested about productivity, self-improvement, things like that. So now I understand, and I took action on a lot of things to be more productive and have better grades. And I'm gonna teach them to you because they're really interesting. But when you're a student and you have to do your homework a certain day, you don't really you just wake up in the morning and you have to think about, yes, I have to do maybe homework today, and you procrastinate. You do it the next day and the next day and the next day, and you end up never doing it. You have a bad grade on the homework, and that's just the way it goes when you don't know how to be productive. And so a thing that I use now that would have been really good, like that's the best thing, it would have been really useful in my earlier years in school. So that's a timetable. When you use a timetable, when I use the timetable, I just wake up in the morning and I already set it up like the evening before, so I know exactly what I have to do. And if I have a homework and that's really important, I'm just gonna set it on my timetable the evening before, so I know I'm gonna wake up and do it at this specific time. And so I don't have to think about it. I have the confidence that I'm gonna do it. I won't procrastinate it because it's on my timetable and I want to check it, right? Like when I'm done with the thing, I want to check it. I don't want to leave anything in blank. That's not nice at all. That's disgusting. The way that you set up a timetable is just that you put the tasks that you want to do, and aside you put like time that you want to do it in your day. So for instance, like you want to do your homework at 10 a.m., you put 10 a.m. and how much time it's gonna take you, maybe you don't know. Like you don't have to finish it right away. You can work a little bit on it every single day though. So you can put like 1 hour today I will work on this homework, and tomorrow I will work another 1 hour. It can be 2 hours, 3 hours every single day. Another thing that I learned from the book, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, you have to plan your weeks. I just taught you how to plan your days. It's really nice to do that, but you have to also plan your weeks. So you put a week, you open like a note tab on your phone, you write the days like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, all the way to Sunday. And during the semester, when you get a certain homework or something like that, you write it on which day you want to do it. And then what you do is, when the day comes and you set up your timetable, I recommend to you that you set up your timetable the evening before the next day. So at night you set up your timetable for the next day. You go on your week and you watch what you wrote like on the days, and you write it in your timetable for the next day. So if it's Tuesday, for example, and I have a homework tomorrow on Wednesday, well, I set it up to do the homework for the next day on Wednesday. Well, this night on my timetable, I will go on the week, on my week tab, I will put the homework and put it on my timetable for the next day and set it up, like if I want to do it at like 10 a.m. for instance. Also, another thing is, it's really important that when you have an homework at school, you start it right away. If school is really your number one priority, for me it's not. But if it was my number one priority, I would just, when I get the homework, I would straight up put it like the same day in my timetable, or the next day if I don't have time today. The sooner you start to work on your things, the better it is. Also, another thing that I learned from the books, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People, is to not only set up plan your things in weeks, but also in months. So for me personally, I don't have a calendar. So what I do is just I have a tab that's called to remember on my phone, and I write like the thing that I do if it excess my weeks, and I just like put it there, and I put the date. So when I plan my weeks every single like Sunday like evening. I plan my weeks for the next week. Then I will go on to remember when I plan my week and put every date in the week. One of the best things that you can do if you want to really excel in school, it's something that I never really thought about before, and that's not really helpful. You not only have to, when you have an homework, work on it right away, but you also have to do it first thing in the morning. If you want to get it done, if you absolutely want to get your homework done, do it first thing in the morning. That's the time when you have the most energy, and that's like the moment when you have the less chances to get distracted, because later on in the day there can be some things that happen that does that you cannot do the homework anymore. Do these things and you're gonna excel at school.